everybody, what's going on? It's the Florida Rican nationalist, Luis Rivera. I wanted to kind of talk to you guys today about the talks going on in Iran, with Iran and Russia and Hamas and Israel and Ukraine and everybody else trying to stick their finger in the pot. Look, none of these talks are designed to work out. They're all designed to end in failure because they don't want these conflicts to end. In fact, they want these conflicts to ramp up so they can send our troops and our people over to these conflict zones and get our people into war. That way our military needs to start spending money too on a wartime footing, which is ridiculous because allegedly we're not at war anymore, but our defense budget is the most it's ever been. So obviously we are at war. It's just nobody has the spine or the balls to actually say what's going on because they don't want to be affected politically, right? Nobody has any courage or intestinal fortitude anymore because their career is more important than the right thing to do. Oh shit, my bad. My bad. You already know what I'm doing. But these guys, all they want is the destruction. All they want is to make money off of the destruction. And there's no care for the person. These Palestinians are not people to them. Russians are not people to them. Even the Ukrainians, whom they care to support and to support till the end, whatever that means, that doesn't even mean anything. And I really wish we'd learn that these people use words and phrases and slogans that don't mean anything when you analyze them. These politicians on the so-called left and the so-called right are just one big uniparty profiteering off of the working people's backs through the tax system. They do insider trading. Then they legislate. They invest in these corporations they're supposed to be regulating and giving contracts to, and then they do kickbacks. Oh, we're gonna invest heavily in this company, and we're gonna give them the contract, and then we're gonna cash out when it peaks. When the price peaks. That's one reason I don't invest in the stock market anymore. I only invest in silver and gold and land and tools and firearms and ammo and seeds to grow my own food. And we expect every time we get enough money, we expand the infrastructure because we just want to produce more on our own homestead. That way we have to be less dependent on this system, because we're about to be in some times that we have never witnessed before. We're already in a recession that nobody's willing to acknowledge as a recession, right? The bad parts of the economy are Biden's fault. The good parts are Trump's fault. Both of these guys are fucking incompetent. man, I really thought Trump, based off his first term, was not going to be this much of a turd, but I guess, you know, he was a op the whole time. And I felt that way during his first term, but after Joe Biden's performance and the installation of how they just installed Kamala Harris and didn't have no primaries, and I'm not with that. That, you talk about anti-democratic, that's fucking anti-democratic. So I wasn't going down with that shit show at all. Damn, I'm passing the dairy. That thing smells rank. Ugh. Smells like I'm almost back home. But yeah, these people will do anything to stay in power. They do insider trading. They're never going to stop these wars because they're profiting off of these wars, and their donors, the donor class in general, is profiting off of all these policies that do not help you, that only help corporations, the military-industrial complex, and the pharmaceutical and big pharma. Basically, that's who runs our country. Those two cartels run this country. And is also APAC, because apparently, you know, we're Israeli first. You know, I pray for those people in Gaza, man, because it's really terrible what's happening to them children, them babies. Like, you could not care about grown-ups all you want, adults all you want, but you got to understand that that's a lot of babies and children, man. That's a lot of them. That's a lot of babies those Edomites are sacrificing to Moloch, and that's exactly what I equate that to. It's pretty disturbing that this is what they're cashing in on. And if you don't think that they will do this to you, you are tripping. The same fate that has fallen on the Palestinian will fall on the Puerto Rican, will fall on the Navajo, like it already hasn't fallen on them. It'll fall on them again. Whatever native tribe you claim, it'll fall on you. It'll fall on foundational Black Americans again. And it'll fall on every other immigrant we got in this country too. It'll fall on the poor whites, the Appalachian whites. Y'all sleep on them, but they're in the same situation we're in. That's why I stepped up and started making videos again. You know, despite all the health problems. Because some more came up. You know, we're pushing it. I recently you know, went shooting with my vest, my plate carrier, and my plates. I usually always go shooting when I shoot my plate carrier when I go shooting, but you know, I did it just as a review, to review the quality. I was running in it, you know, stopping, shooting, run, stop, move, shoot. To test the functionality of it. I'll be making a separate video showing that. I have some of the clips already clipped together. It's just taking longer than I thought to process them or edit them and put them together and post them up to YouTube. What else? Oh yeah, we got the I think it's called the CM7. It's a CBRN mask from Mirror Safety. We got the 5% off code. I'm gonna pin it in the comments, so just look there. And we're gonna be testing that out. I haven't taken the video for that yet, so that's gonna be fun. I also tested out the Romeo 2 micro red dot for my AR-15, and the Juliet, I'm not sure if it's a 1 or a 2 magnifier, but I think it's a 1, but it might be a 2. But I just tested those out as well, right out the box. Same day I was reviewing the shellback plate carrier. And man, I gotta tell you, that plate carrier is so light. It is nothing like the plate carriers that we had to wear in Iraq. It is nothing like that. Like, I mean, these things are very nice and very comfortable nowadays. And I mean, we were out here shooting for like 5-6 hours, standing out in the middle of the hot Florida sun. So I didn't notice the heat like Iraq, man. You take that damn thing off, you got steam coming off your body. You're all uncomfortable. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that. And so we tested all that stuff out, got that dialed in and zeroed in. And that thing is nice, man. That thing is really nice. Honestly, you don't really need anything more than that. Like, if you're looking at a minimalist approach, you don't need nothing more than that. Like, that thing is it's on point, man. It's on point. And I've dropped it. I've dropped my rifle on our tile floor on accident, and it kept it zero. It hasn't messed up or anything. What else do we got? I said the mirror safety map. Oh, we got some night vision. We got some night vision. It's a monocular. The one eye, that's what that means. And it's a digital night vision. It's a Bushnell Equinox X650, I believe. But I'm gonna be showing y'all that. I just got to get better at using it. You know, right now to shoot a video, it takes me too long to find to get a good view. You know what I mean? Like, for me to adjust the zoom and then the picture, and yeah. So I've only used it a few times, so that's probably on me. But I am doing reviews about all these products because that wasn't a side tangent I went off on. I'm reviewing all these products because of the times we are living in. Our politicians are doing a bunch of hoax, fake peace talks. They're supporting the hollow, you know what. I don't want my video to get flagged or anything, but you know what they're doing. They're doing a genocide, and our government's helping them. And if you don't think that what happens to the Palestinian happens to you, then you're outside of your fucking mind, and there is no helping you. And you just wait to see if that government is going to be there to help you or not. I can guarantee you they're not. They don't give a shit about you. And that's why I'm reviewing these products, because I want I want you to understand that when everything breaks down, when order breaks down, it is up to you to defend yourself. These people do not care about you. This government doesn't care about you. They're off in other countries. That's what they're worried about. They're worried about making that military industrial complex money in all these other countries. They're worried about adventurism. Trump 2024 is trash, man. Throw that motherfucker in the trash. He's fucking Israel first. He's a scumbag. He's upsetting. Oh, also, just so you know, in wokeness, that account that on Twitter, in wokeness, that motherfucker is a Navy intelligence officer named Jack Posobiec. So they already had other intelligence officers examining the accounts, and you're caught, motherfucker. You fucking coward. Who hides behind fake accounts? What real man, what alpha male hides behind fake accounts and anonymous accounts to speak their truth, to speak their mind? Only a coward does that. And a little wormy ass, spineless Navy intelligence officer fits the fucking profile to a T. You little gutless, cowardly worm. These people. This is why you can't follow behind these people, man, because they have. They're not who you think they are. They're on Twitter. They're talking a mean game. They're on Instagram showing you their what's it called? Their fantasy life, their best shots. You're seeing their best life. You're not seeing their everyday life. You're seeing their best times, their highlight reel. You're not seeing the everyday bullshit people go through. So stop following these people. Jack Posobiec is just another fucking coward hiding behind an anonymous account. The things these people will do. But I mean, go look at some of the content they post, and look at some of the people in the comment section. Most of the people in the comment section. That's who you really gotta look. If you look at what they're saying, you will 9 times out of 10 you will have to defend yourself against one of them than anybody else. You have someone in them comment section. That's the type of people who, once everything breaks down, you're gonna have to deal with. And the police is not gonna be worried about protecting you. They're gonna be worried about protecting business and the government and continuance of government. What I think they call it, continence of government. That's all they're worried about when shit goes down. So you need to understand, we're on the brink of a war that people are going to have to get drafted into because our politicians are participating in fake peace talks and aren't worried about peace. They're worried about getting rich, while the rest of us get shipped off to fucking die in the meat grinder. Well, not me. I'm old. I've served the country already. I've already went to fucking war. I was a 19 Delta Cav Scout. I was in Iraq, OIF-5 during the surge. So I'm not getting drafted. But it's not to say that your sons and daughters won't get drafted, because yes, your daughters can get drafted. And that's just something you're gonna have to contend with, because it's probably something it was passed by politicians y'all probably supported. And that's one big problem. Y'all don't be looking into these people you just support You just support them because they got an R or a D behind their name, or they're wearing a blue suit or a red suit. Don't stop letting that damn cult mentality dictate the way you move. You need to be moving independently. And especially speaking from the viewpoint of a Boricua and a Hebrew Israelite, I move with independence, man. I'm moving with independence. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna worry about my own problems. I'm trying to feed myself, and that's what it's gonna be. Me and my family, I'm taking care of them. And you can't be dependent on nobody else. But I'm pulling up to the house right now, and I gotta unload this feed. So y'all be safe. Sorry for the truck rant, you know what I'm saying, but I had to get that out there because Palestinians are going to see no relief, and we are going to see war with Iran and possibly a NATO confrontation with Russia. So just be prepared. And also we got China in the chamber in case anything magically happens, or in case Yah steps in and you know, creates a miracle. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe. Stay up. Love y'all. Peace.